Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Cud. We have some potential dangers here. There's a lot of s-phonolites, and we can only see two, right? But we saw more than that earlier, I think. So I'm a little leery of engaging because I don't want us to get in the same situation that we did before, where 8 of them teleport around us and shock the holy hell out of us. I think we had... Do we have fewer pieces of... We might have had fewer pieces of electric resist gear then. Or no, we picked up most of our stuff in Bethesda Susa, right? So we probably know. Probably we had the same electric resist. Okay, my point is I'm worried. The point I'm trying to make is I am concerned. But I think we're just gonna launch it. You know, we survived it before. Very nearly the worst case scenario for that sort of thing, and we will attempt to survive it again. Dude just teleported next to me. I'm gonna conk him on the head. How dare you? Oh, get stunned, nerd. Do I have my hammers? I don't have my hammers equipped. I'm surprised it lets you use conk without hammers equipped. Well, I'm gonna shoot him with my gun a bunch of times until he stops moving, because that's how a gun is used, broadly speaking. Where'd the other dude go? Hold on a second. That wasn't the one that I initially shot, because the one that I initially shot seemed like it was still coming over here. Alright, well, while we have people incoming, I'm gonna... No, not recharge. Remove. Oh, you know what the problem is? Maybe the problem... Is that I have my mouse cursor there? No, okay. It's just when you interact with a fidget cell, with a cell that's not full yet, it prefers to recharge. Okay. We need to equip... I mean, we're gonna dual-wield steel warhammers, obviously. And then we'll put the worst fidget cell on here. Okay. Alright. Now, let's get back to shooting some guys. No, let's move forward a little bit. So what do we have here? That's a snail guy, and just a normal electric snail, equipped with his electric snail flail. Which sounds like a joke, but probably isn't. Probably that's really what he has. Alright, I'm going to try to burn him down real fast so that we can deal with these s-phonolites, because it's kind of becoming a problem. There's sort of a lot of them. Suppress. Just stay back, you fool. Okay, we'll mark this one. We'll start working on him. I should probably have, after suppressing the one, I should have focused on the other one. I think that probably would have been the smarter thing to do. Oh god, there's still people teleporting around. Okay, I got zapped. It's not so bad, really. That wasn't so much zapping. And we're still shooting spores everywhere, which is fun most of the time, except when it makes all of the Urshib mad at you. Okay. We're killing it. This weapon is unbelievably powerful. Hold on, am I standing in liquid right now? I think that tile on the ground has liquid in it. Is it? It's a tiny bit of sap. It's not really like a bunch. I'm not swimming in it. Let's try to suppress you. Cool. And then we'll focus on the other guy. Nope, not that guy. Okay, unlock. I want to target this one. There we go. Give him the old kickback. Uh-oh. The snail has gotten up on us. That's okay, we killed the other thing. So yeah, it seems like this particular dungeon, definitely electric resist, would be really good to have. Okay. Killing stuff left, right, and center, doing a really terrible job of not taking tons of damage while doing it. Tons is strong, but I'm definitely getting hit more than I would like to be getting hit given my level and everything. Alright, so we suppressed that dude. These guys are supposed to be scared. They don't seem that scared. Also, I sure am getting zapped a lot. It feels like maybe these dudes have a lower cooldown on their electric thing than normal. Oh no, it plays the electric visual for their normal attack in addition to their discharge, because they're both electrical. Okay, that's all that's happening there. And I failed to penetrate his armor on the attempt at a suppressive fire. Okay. Starting to get a little worried about the number of enemies. I'm going to back off, because there's definitely still stuff teleporting around. Let's take a moment here, in cover, to rest until healed. Okay, we are trying hard to survive. We are also trying hard to disassemble metal folding chairs. Yep, just some books. Love some books. Gotta remember, many of these walls are fake. Kudzu thinks it can just have at me. Oh, lovely. Yeah, actually, all of it. Take all of it. That is a great treasure chest. So am I going to be able to hit the kudzu? Yeah, okay. Cool. Sometimes it seems like it's hard to hit stuff that is diagonally inside of a wall. Although I do have to remember, the holographic walls are not walls. They are a lie, is what they are. Is there just... Yeah, there's just... It does seem, though, in many places, they stack them up so there's just real walls behind them. What is that? What is that guy? That's a dervish of the sightless way. Okay, well... He looks like he has a jetpack and also a sick lance. Or maybe he's holding... Like, he's holding two big knives, one of them, like, up in front of his face. I'm doing it with my hands, like you guys can see this. Oh, also, special crab. Also, special crab. Zugli, the many-legged eyeless king crab Goliath. I am so tired of super crab. If only, yeah, if we could never see a super crab again, it would be too soon. Did I hit him? I did hit him, but I lost sight of him right after. Alright, we're gonna have to fight super crab in a second here. I'd really like to kill this guy first. Okay, so super crab will probably approach us relatively slowly because of all the water, although I don't actually know how that effect works on crabs, who you think are probably pretty used to moving around in water. Maybe they don't get slowed by it, honestly. He does seem to be trying to avoid it a little bit. Oh, there's the stairs down. Suppress. Hey, lucky me. Man, and our power cell's still feeling fresh and everything. Did not land the suppress on that one. Nope, having a hard time getting through his armor again. Oh, God. Okay, we're getting there. No, wait, my targeting is changing for some reason. Well, you know what? It's actually... Probably it's right to try to clean up the little guys so much because we're probably going to be fighting the big dude for a minute. These guys are just an absolute nightmare. It is so hard to kill them. This one's going down way faster than the others have. It seems like people are easier to kill when they're in water. I wonder if that's a real thing or if that's just like... It has certainly seemed to be the case, though. I'm thinking about, like, some of the enemies we fought in Bethesda Souza and how easy it was, how relatively easy it seemed to be to shoot the trolls when they were in water versus when they weren't. Although, some of that is probably... Like, I bet when you're in a pool of water... I bet when you're in a square that has more than a certain amount of liquid in it, you lose a bunch of your dodge value, because you'd be pretty bad at dodging while swimming, right? But, first of all, again, I don't know if that would affect a crab. And secondly, the problem that we're having with these guys is not them dodging the shots. They are pretty good at at taking the hit and just being okay with that. All right, remarculate. I don't know if this is the optimal way to fight with with these weapons either. Like, I wouldn't call myself good at this game yet. I'm definitely, like, everything about the way I play it is still very improvised and hacky. But I have to say, like, with a lot of games, I do this in pretty much every game, right? I try to play it a whole bunch before I go, oh, my cell's out of, or my thing's out of power. I try to play it a whole bunch before I go look at the way that other people play it, because I want to try to come to my own conclusions. The process of figuring out the game is a huge part of the fun of the game for me. So we emptied both of the radio cells. I guess let's just start using normal ones. It doesn't really matter which ones. Yeah. So the process of figuring out how the game works is a huge part of the fun for me. Some games do a pretty bad job. It's definitely like a sort of a modern phenomenon, I think. But there are definitely some games where you can tell they're relying on the subreddit for their game to be comprehensible. See if we can just lure him upstairs where we have a little bit more room to run. Yep, it worked. Also, he brought more crabs that were definitely not here before. We'll just walk around that crab. There we go. And some games, they just, they do an adequate job of tutorialization, which is good. Like, I say the word adequate, but I don't mean that in, like, a shitty way. They do a good enough job. Every once in a while, though, you run into a game like this, where not only is it mostly clear enough. There are things here and there about this game that I wish, where I wish the game itself made it slightly clearer what was happening, and I've talked about those as we've run into them. But where the process of learning it is so much fun, like just the wild stuff that can happen and all the cool things you can discover, that I kind of feel like if you did it the other way, you are getting less game. Like it's less good of an experience. Which is not me trying to be judgmental. Like, listen, if you want to go into a thing armed with knowledge and that's the way that you enjoy stuff, then you do you. You have fun the way you gotta have fun. But man, oh man, am I glad that I got to come at this the way that I did without having like heard a lot of stuff beforehand or... Come on. Please just die. There we go. We got him. I do think it took us fewer shots to kill that one than it did some of the ones before. He had a portable beehive. Weird. So a fullerite armet, which is an arm-mounted shield, I would think. Oh no, it's a helmet. This guy had a lot of armor for a dude whose body is armor. Well, I don't think we're going to take any of it, honestly. I'm going to leave this beehive here, too. What? Why would you even approach me? I guess you didn't see what just happened. Because you weren't, looking, but also, many of these crabs don't even have eyes. Why are you so hard to kill? Okay, we're gonna give him the intimidate. And then shoot at him as he runs away, because that's been a very effective strategy for us. There we go. We finally got there. Power cell at 25%. I know it doesn't really materially make much of a difference, but I really like the metered power cells. It's nice to have an actual value. Alright. We found some kudzu. Hold on, I should probably get rid of this. Plus, listen, I talk about optimal play and learning about optimal play and stuff a lot here. And I do think that, it's a lot of fun to learn to be good at the game too, but also it's kind of fun to develop an idiosyncratic style of play. And that's the thing you're going to do much more easily if you're not listening to other people telling you how to play all the time. And there can be real advantages to it. You can notice holes in systems and stuff that other people wouldn't. Uh-oh. Is Intimidate off cooldown? It is. Okay, cool. That'll work. You run away and I'll just kill this guy as fast as possible. This is a different s-phonolite, I would think, because probably the other one hasn't gotten his teleport cooldown back yet. Okay, we killed the dervish accidentally through the s-phonolite, which is great. And then my weapon ran out of ammo, which is less great. Replace cell. I shouldn't have just pulled this out. I should have just... You can do a takeout and put in new cell in a single move there. Ow, don't zap me while I'm fixing my weapon. Psionic fullerite dagger. Substantial. I mean, aren't they all? Oh, right. Psionic weapons, they dissipate over time, so that substantial is a measure of how much dissipation has occurred. I'm gonna leave... you know what? It's a dagger. They're not very heavy. We'll take it. Also, we'll rifle through the trash. So somewhere around here is that s-phonolite that I scared off, right? Oh, there it is. That's probably it. I really appreciate the s-phonolites here not all teleport rushing me at the same time. It feels pretty bad when that happens. Having a hard time shooting this guy. I just really don't want to walk next to it. Okay, a dogthorn tree. And when I talk about the advantages of an idiosyncratic style of play, probably like sort of the way I learned to play Endless Legend and the style of Endless Legend play I developed because of that is the main thing I'm thinking about. Like, if you play the game in a different way from other people, then you see other things than other people see. You learn different lessons. That spitting slug is spitting at me, which I really wish it wouldn't. How do you paint a psionic if it hardly exists? It's just like a manifestation of your will. How do you paint a manifestation of your will is my question. Oh, also there are s-phonolites, because you're never done. God, why won't you die? Why are you so hard to kill? Alright, let's just back up a step here. I'm going to, I think, hit a salve injector. Took a lot of damage pretty quickly there, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. And we have lots of salve injectors still. I think it's in the space. I can't see anything. There we are. Okay, we killed him. We've also killed the other guy, accidentally. Hey, a psionic mag hammer. That's a new one. Please get. I would like to have a look at this. Because we didn't actually look at the paint on it. And also, that's a hammer. You know how I feel about hammers. So it's already tenuous. Bands of aquamarine lodestone tori wrap around the hitting part of a hefty double-fisted truncheon. Also, I really love every single bit of the writing in this game. On the bottom handle, there's a slot for a battery to juice the magnets. So it's psionic, but also it needs batteries? It only has 5 natural penetration, but it uses my ego modifier and attacks mental armor instead of AV. And unfortunately, I don't have a good sense of like the common scale of mental armor versus AV. I don't know. It might be the case that like average MA is 5 points lower than average AV, and that's going to change what a reasonable penetration modifier is. I don't know if there's a good way to know that in the game. I guess if you had there are those bioscanners. If you had one of those, I wonder exactly what stats those show. You might be able to learn from that. So this latches onto metal objects for 8 to 12 rounds. That's what the magnet does. And it's painted with a scene from the life of Surapater II. In a cathedral ornamented with miniature clocks, Surapater II cemented his friendship with window makers by marrying Igamer, which of course would do that, obviously. It's also covered in spores. There's an extra page just to tell us that it is covered in spores. Oh, also it breaks down into bit 5, which is awesome. I'm just going to break this down. We're not going to try to use it, because it's going to break as soon as I start relying on it, and screw that noise. But we don't have a lot of bit 5. That's definitely a thing worth having. Kick back. Kick back. No more. No more teleportation. It's too much. Psionic Fullerite short sword might be worth having. Yeah, there are too many damn teleporting enemies in this dungeon. I do not like it. Oh yeah, sure. Shoot the kudzu too. Why not? Two-headed axe. A two-headed, two-handed. Two-handed axe. Probably some pretty good trade value in these fancy items. These fancy psionic weapons. But I don't know that for sure. Oh, I got zapped again. The funny thing is, even when these guys get really weak relative to you, they're still like actually quite dangerous. Not moment to moment in combat, but because they never lose the ability to deal huge amounts of damage to you with electricity, because it's not stat based. It does sort of suck. You can't just out-strength these encounters. Oh, please die. There we go. I'm gonna rest until healed. I'm quiet, and I'm in the corner, and yep, okay, good. And hoping nobody's gonna see me. Oh, there's 2 of them now. How did I become visible to 2 of them at the exact same moment? How did that happen, do you think? Alright, well... So now I'm just completely surrounded. I mean... Oh, okay. Juke. And then sprint... And this will only sort of work, right? Because they're going to be able to teleport to me as their cooldowns come up. Alright, now that I've got a little bit of distance, let's hit the salve. I hate fighting these things. These are my least favorite enemy. I just wish... I don't think that they're, like, invalid as a design or anything. I just wish that there couldn't be so many of them in every place that you go. You know, if there could be, like, a couple of s-phonolites per floor, and they would jump you, and it would be a scary moment, mechanically speaking. That would be one thing. But the fact that we can get in a situation like this, where we've been on this floor forever, there's been, like, we fought a dozen of these things already, and it can still be the case that 5 of them suddenly teleport onto me at once. It's just a bummer, man. I guess maybe the strategy for dealing with that is get real friendly with the Consortium of FIDA. Make it so that they're not hostile to you, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. You know, honestly, it's not a terrible idea. Maybe I should take my plant rep more seriously. Alright, disassemble this chair, and what have we over... Hey, stop it. Wait, was that... I think that kudzu was on an illusionary wall. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't illusionary kudzu. Alright, Shrine to Surapator. What have we here? At the Battle of Hatara Tangle, Surapator fought to subjugate Beetles. He wielded a lucky dagger with such prowess that it became forever known as Lucky Cohort Beetle's Blight. Okay. No information on where we might be able to find such a Beetle's Blight. Okay, it looks like we're getting really close to being out of floor here. But man, I hope this dungeon isn't like 5 consecutive floors of hundreds of... not hundreds, but, you know, 5s or dozens of those damn teleporting plants. Okay, that guy is pink. Of course, we found another one. Let's intimidate him. And then just shoot at him a bit as he flees. Oh, is he unfleeing already? Alright, let's get to a part of the floor that's a little bit more open. Cool! What a good time for that. What a moment for me to discover this metal sheet. I'm a little worried that if he loses sight of us, we're gonna have to go, like, fetch him. These guys are annoying to fight. They're not nearly as bad as the s-phonolites. Alright, he seems to have the scent. No? Did he lose me? I think he's having problems with the walls. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit more of an open space where we can, like, we can fall back as it makes sense to fall back. I wonder if there's any negative outcome to accidentally shooting a shrine a large number of times, because it seems like the kind of thing that we might do here. Wow, he stayed suppressed for a single turn. And we're getting a fair amount of hits that actually connect, but unfortunately we're only penetrating once on most of them, and we're not rolling particularly well on top of that. The average damage output of a D12, which I believe is what our weapon uses, right, is pretty okay, but the variance allows you to sometimes get a long string of hits and deal very little damage. Intimidate. Is he... No, wait, sorry, wrong button. Okay, that's a good place to suppress. I do wish that there was some kind of mod we could craft for this gun that would increase its penetration ability. I don't know what that would be in sort of an in-universe sense. And obviously, if you could craft a mod for a weapon that could increase its penetration, you would never use any other mod. But also, I'm sad that I'm sad about how many shots it takes to kill giant crab monsters. Is this the 4th one of these in this area? Because we killed one before we left initially, right? And then we came back, and there were still so many of them. I'm gonna let him get a little closer, and then we're gonna give him the evil eye here. Get gone, you fool. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Don't you see the size of my very fine gun? Let's see. The other metered chem cell, why not? Oh, where'd he go? I lost sight of him because of the fake wall. F is the button. There we go. I found it. I got it. It does seem like we're penetrating way more on this guy, which is just a matter of luck. But then we're having kind of the opposite luck with our actual damage rolls. We're penetrating a lot for very small amounts of damage. Single penetrations for like 2. Come on. Any one of these shots could be lethal. He's so badly wounded. Intimidate. I refuse to be melee attacked by a crab. Alright. Villagers of Karana love that I did that. He had a topaz gemstone. That's nice of him. A structural scanning bracelet, which, as we know from experience, is quite valuable. This is also quite valuable. Okay. Don't think we want any of the rest of this stuff. We could take the crab legs, I suppose. We're about to cook, so we should definitely take the crab legs. And then I would love to just check out the corner up here. Aha! And it's a good thing we did. The White Hot Beauty Ushir gift and a good cybernetics credit wedge. Awesome. So, carrying too much to move. That's true, I am. We can start a fire right here, though. That'll help. So, cook. We did not get a notification that we had finished a quest. Oh, sorry, I want to cook from a recipe, actually. No, wait. Cook from a recipe. There we go. I finally did it. I figured it out. We want to do this one. Okay, good rolls on that one. Alright, so now where am I at weight-wise? Like, bad. Here's the thing about the White Hot Beauty Ushir gift. It's real heavy. It grants light manipulation at level 3. That's really cool. When they were active, the crystal blast furnaces belched slag into a belt of hills that cinctured the old arcology. In the age of Sir Peter II, the slag was mined and molded into a glass replica of a crystal hauberk. It's embossed with tiny images of telescopes, because you know how he felt about that. So, I don't actually want this. It's awesome. But we basically just came here to fulfill the quest, because it was a thing to do while we wait for Otho to figure his stuff out. Yeah, it's not clearing these as we finish them, which is a little... It's a pretty minor problem. Alright, well, let's see about this Raycat corpse thing, then. I mean, there is a staircase down, but what would be the point of continuing in here? We got the thing. We got the cool treasure. I don't know, I guess let's go have a look. I would like to descend, please. I see kudzu. I will not continue to auto-move. Not with a kudzu in the area. That's fine. Kill it. You know, abundance of caution. It's a useful thing. So what's down here? If we just see a bunch of s-phonolites, I'm leaving. Tagava. So the level above us was Marsipartangle. This is a different... This place has a different name. Oh! Yo! Okay, hold up. Low light laser turret. Dangerous kind. I mean, I'm not really afraid of laser turrets, right? We were being attacked by chain laser turrets all over the place before. Okay, did we kill the... It looks like we killed the guy. The turret layer. These things can survive a remarkable amount of fire. Alright, your turn. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure if it starts to turn on us, if we start really taking damage, we can step back on the other side of the fake wall and they'll just, like, they'll stop shooting at us because they'll think we're behind a wall. This is working. I'm taking more damage than I thought I was going to. I have 23 dodge, and it's mostly pretty effective, but we were getting shot at a lot there. Apparently this one can't see me? Well, it's a good thing I targeted him last, then. Alright, a cracked robotics housing, which is just free stuff. Chem cells, no big surprise there. Even more chem cells. What if we just had a bunch of chem cells? Ooh, and thermoelectric cells. And there was some kind of terrible crab monster. Okay. You know the policy on this. I'm going to kill these guys, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. I don't want to go down a bunch of levels having to fight s-phonolites. They're just such annoying enemies. But there's also so much valuable loot here. Yeah, but how much do I care about valuable loot? Oh, and another one of these dudes. And he's afflicted. He's all tonicked up. What is he on? Hated by roots for reprogramming their favorite robot. I thought it said hated by robots for reprogramming their favorite robots, and I was like, wow, that's incredible that they all agreed on one of them was the best. He is hated by the cult of the coiled lamb. You know, honestly, that might not be a bad rep to push up a little bit. We know where there are some of those guys, or we know at least where there's one of those guys. Hold on, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna grab this rare and beautiful blossom book. We're going to intimidate this fool, and then we're just gonna leave. I don't want to deal with all the garbage we're gonna have to deal with here. If I menacing stare, hopefully that'll push him off enough that he will not realize we went upstairs. I kind of want to finish exploring, but I also just don't. I hate fighting the enemies that are in here. All right, back to the stilt. Kawan. Wait, where was Kawan the name of the village where we got the quest, or the place where we were supposed to go? Locate the thing at Mar Kawan, then go back to Kawan. Where is Mar Kawan? Is it this? That's Shamus Prism. Is it Biarwar? Yo, we have seen so many things. I don't have any idea how to know where... Can we interact with that quest in the log and have it... I guess probably what I would do is go to my locations. It's going to be a settlement? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's 3 parasangs south of Bethesda Susa. It's that? That's quite far away. Okay. Yeah, I'll do this for them. Let's go to Markuan. Plus, this is going to be another village, right, where we potentially can make some friends. It has some stairs down in it, which is interesting. I'm going to swap our Eigen rifle over to the solar cell. Been walking around for a while. Should be full up. What is this? No, hold on. Don't open it. It's an armor rack? So are they armorers here, maybe? Feral dog shies away from you, but then talks to me. Thank thank the legendary horned chameleon. Sealcopixly... I don't know. Talk to Imahiki if you want work. I do love work. This guy's a guard dog. Let's trade. This dog has a grenade. How would he even use it? That's ridiculous. Are you the chameleon in question? You are. Friend, why did you come to this village? I grew tired of reclining on warm rocks. I came upon this village and its inhabitants and I settled down. That's not an answer to my question. But okay. Do you have any work that needs doing? Okay. Let's trade? He doesn't have any items. Where would he keep them? Right? Don't be ridiculous. Let's eat mulled kebab and jam inside of loaf. I love jam inside of loaf. That's my favorite place for jam to be. Where is Imahiki, do you reckon? I mean, Imahiki could be one of these dogs. I think they're all the same color, but you know, it being night and everything, my vision's not, so, You are Warden 1A93. The only thing you have is the Sacred Raycat Corpse, and you'll give it to me for free? Wow. Yes, you will. Wild. I'm surprised if... That Raycat Corpse is heavy. I'm surprised that... Why even have it if you did... Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter is the answer to my question. Oh, we don't need 2 of these. I'm gonna disassemble one of them. I think it's valuable, but... Also, who cares? So where's Imahiki? I just need to, I need to get more quests. Basically, I just want to continue getting told about settlements and stuff. I'm gonna auto-explore. Show me something interesting. I mean, Imahiki could be downstairs, I suppose? Is that a thing that happens? Also, it being daylight is probably going to be helpful. Wait, this dog is green. You are Imahiki. Friend, you know, once my kind used to spend our days roaming around idly. But after becoming acquainted with the goodness of a freeze grenade Mark I, is this an advertisement? We changed our manner and consecrated new practices. Unfortunately, Warden 1A93 lost our freeze grenade Mark I of the Chilatiotlary hearth, and we need someone to recover it. Will you do it? My folk tell me it's been taken to contralateral paraboloid Kipad. Sure, I'll go there and do that thing. That sounds like another place where I can maybe get another quest. That warden totally sucks. What was he thinking? Alright, what is downstairs? What is down here? Is this just an entry to the vast subterranean, the undervillage? Yeah, it seems like there's just a huge amount of underground, like, everywhere. So we could try to follow this underground river around. We're probably going to run into a lot of... It's going to be a lot of tedious travel, and who knows where even it will go. I think if we're not trying to go somewhere specific, just wandering around underneath the crust of the world is probably not all that useful. Okay, so... where is the thing they just told me about? First of all, we're going to go and uncheck some of the locations that we have checked. Settlements, let's... nope. Unselect Mark Huan. Okay, apparently the other things are not settlements. So we can uncheck that. Didn't I have another thing lit up? We do need that. That's pretty nearby. Okay, we can turn off that marker for sure. Okay, it's just right up there. You notice some ruins nearby. Yeah, sure, let's have a look. You discovered those ruins. That said, it's a ruin with a becoming nook. I'm excited about that prospect. Anything fun? No, not anything fun. Ooh, beaded bracelet. That's put me at exactly my weight limit. I do carry around an awful lot of garbage. I am massively overprepared, and we do still have 20-something power cells. Which I should really get rid of at least some of. I was gonna shoot at that hunter, but I've lost sight of him. I think he's trying to fight a skunk right now? And it maybe didn't go that well for him? Aha! So... I suppose, can we just break through Tetrazanano glass with our normal weaponry? Oh yeah, totally. I don't need to do the whole thing with the jackhammer, because the thing with the jackhammer is going to involve me unequipping my body pack, which is not ideal, because it's going to mean that our carry capacity goes way down, and then it's going to be, we're going to have to drop a bunch of stuff before we can move, and it's going to be a whole hassle. I'm glad to see that we can get through the Zanano glass more easily. Okay, what's in here? Stabilizer arm locks. I would like to upgrade my license. I brought some credits. Unfortunately, we need one more license point before we can install our door unlocker. And that is going to be... we are license tier 18, so oof. Expensive. Expensive is what it's going to be. We need to find 2 more credits. I'm going to leave the stabilizer arm locks here. I just don't have the ability to pick those up. I'm running very high on carrying. High on carrying. You know what I mean. You know, pretend I expressed that in a way that's not profoundly dumb. Oh, you know what? Sorry, let me beat up these pigs real quick. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just disassemble the goggles. We may as well. I don't want them, but they're made of bits. We should not just abandon bits. What are we here to do? I've already forgotten. It's probably important. Okay, probably involves this. Oh yes, we're here to collect a freeze grenade. Still a good source of XP, just random questing. We're a lot of XP away, by the way, from our, here, I'm gonna disassemble one of our chem cells real quick. We're still a lot of XP away from having 29 intelligence. It turns out to be a real problem to get the number that high. There's some kind of stuff happening over here. Yeah, let's shoot some sightless way dudes. I hate these guys. Nope, can't quite. Okay, hold on. Mark him. Take a breath. Nope, bad shot. Still bad shooting. There we go. You know, I'm not really worried about the ammo when we're using our solar cell. Okay, nothing particularly interesting. Okay, back to the one village. Yeah, sure. Let's check out some ruins. Transverse cube took. Well, we found a chest right away. That's a good start. Oh, salve injector. Give. Well, this was hugely worth stopping for, and a beaded bracelet. How lucky am I? Gonna disassemble another power cell. Well, listen, we'll be fine. Once we go back to the stilt and we turn in some of these books, we'll have some carrying capacity again. And, you know, I could just disassemble 26 or so power cells right now, probably without it being a big deal. In terms of, like, loss of effectiveness or anything. Let's just whip up a meal real quick. I don't think it's probably worth the effort. Oh, they're worth spending ingredients. We'll just run around in here real quick, see if it looks like there's anything interesting to loot. Oh, that's something interesting. That was a normal, yeah. A normal bullet type thing. That is a slumberling. And we are going to shoot it to death. Uh-oh. They're throwing rocks at the slumberling. I was going to try to get a little bit more distance. Suppress? It begins sprinting, and I suppressed it immediately. I'd be so annoyed if I were it. I mean, I'm hitting it for quite a lot of damage. There we go. We killed it. 262 XP. Those still give a reasonable amount. What in the hell is that? A glow moth. Have we ever seen that icon before? I'm not 100% sure we have. What do you think you're doing? What convinced you that was a good idea? Hey, you see that guy coated with incredibly high-tech gear? I'm gonna shoot a bow and arrow at him. That'll show him. Alright, have we gotten everything of value here? It looks like maybe we have. We found the chest right away. Yep. Looks over. Alright, well that was fun. Salve injector's a big find. Okay, so back to Markowon. We gotta talk to the green dog. Here is your freeze grenade. Live and drink. Choose a reward from our stockpile. I would love to do that. So, a hover sled, Moore's rare cerulean... Oh, this is a bunch of books. Or an advertisement for the workshop of... 3 advertisements for the workshop of legendary guys. I think, honestly, XP might be the most valuable thing. How likely are we to find really good gear at these workshops? Well, maybe. So it's an armorer, a glover, and another armorer. I mean, my armor is not actually special. It's of a very good type, but it's a totally base instance of that very good type. You know what? I'm going to take these. The XP from the books might turn out to have been a better pull. We'll see. Let's have a look at those. Yes, read. 27 parasangs east and 3 south of Kakukya. Oh, it was two flyers for the same armorer. I was like, why do we only get 2 things? But yeah, that'll do it. 42 parasangs east and 1 north of Bethesda Susa. Okay. 42 parasangs east of Bethesda Susa must be pretty close to the edge of the map, right? Let's just throw these on the ground now that we've read them. Right, like 42, yeah, like look at this. That's the Glover. And then this is the one closer to Kyakukia. I mean, we should go check them out. I'm gonna go complete this other quest. Sure, I'll investigate a lair. Eodiatus, the legendary Madpole. Yo, I don't necessarily want to fight a Madpole. But we do get 3,000 XP just for noticing the lair, it looked like, though. That's cool. Definitely valuable. Let's go back to Kwan. We have a corpse to turn in. I don't remember where the person was who asked for us to do this, though. Was it in one of the buildings? It might have been in one of the buildings. You're an important green person. Okay, you're not the correct important person, though. Where do we even? Yeah, man, I do wish my memory was better. You're just the warden again. Oh, green pig. Yes, I found your sacred Raycat corpse. I did it. The village owes you a debt. Please choose a reward from our stockpile. I would love to do that. A small sphere of negative weight. Exciting. Some power cells. You know how I need those. Or a green security card and a gold key that does who knows what. I'll take the small sphere of negative weight, actually. That sounds great. How much negative weight is it? Looks like quite a bit. Where would that... That's in my artifacts section, right? No? Oh, I haven't examined it yet. DBBA 7. Oh, that's interesting. It's made of... It has a 7. Where is... Where the hell is that thing? Where'd it go? It just disappeared. It's not miscellaneous, apparently. I would describe it as being pretty miscellaneous, personally. I just want to see how much weight it isn't. Trinket, -10. I'll take it. -10's good. And if we really want to armor up our vest, we could. Now we have access to a thing that might disassemble into a 7. Although also it might not, right? Yeah, give me some borscht and cookies and whatever. Hey, could you give me some of those borscht and cookies and whatever? Alright, we're going to the... Oh, I'm lost. This hasn't happened in a while. I don't get lost very easily. So the Madpoles won't get out of the water, right? I see a croc to the south. Oh no! Stopped auto-moving because of croc. Alright. You know what? I'm going to shoot a Madpole. I bet we can kill a Madpole quite quickly. And at a very little danger to us. And I'm curious how much XP they give us. 270. Maybe we should fight some Madpoles. They do not get out of the water. He didn't even attempt to move toward us. And we have infinite ammo. Because of the magic of the sun. Much like Superman and his rifle. Yeah, 270's not bad. What do I need to level up? 7,500? That's not undoable. Don't walk adjacent to the water. You know what? No, that's right. I'm still lost. I was about to say, you know what? It's not even worth hunting Madpoles, probably. And it's probably not, but also, I still need to find my way out of here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we don't really get lost anymore. This is a surprising occurrence. Never mind. Apparently we get lost all the time. What am I talking about? What would I know about it? I got you. Don't worry, Glowpad, I'll save you. Oh, looks like a lot of Madpoles, actually. Yeah, super easy to kill. It turns out, as long as you can stay out of the water, super easy to kill. Nope, sorry, not trying to shoot you. That's my bad. Night is falling, I guess. It's getting harder and harder to see out here. Boy, the character really wants to just target everything in creation. Maybe I should be trying to chop up the Madpole bodies. Maybe we could butcher them into something fun. Well... I mean, the fact that our character didn't butcher 2 bodies doesn't really mean anything. Sometimes we walk over a tremendous number of corpses before getting a successful butchery off. think that this fish is coming after me. Also, there's a madpole over here. He gets targeting priority. I'm going to just leave. I'm going to just run from the fish. I'm saving your life right now. I know he's back there eagerly shaking his fin at me. Cursing my name with his dying breath, except he's not the one who died, and also he doesn't really... That's not how breath works for fish, and probably also he doesn't know my name. But you know what I mean. He mad, is what I'm trying to say. See, why don't people hire me to write video games? I have such a way with words. Okay, so there's a lot of mushrooms on that screen. I do not have interest in the mushrooms. Let's just continue transferring screens until it tells me I'm not lost anymore. There we go. Okay, this is a long trip. I hope that this armorer's workshop is worth it. Sorry, this glover's workshop is totally worth it. Alright, we've found our way here. There are more madpoles. I'll save you, random glowfish. I did it. I also wounded the gypsum wall. That'll show it. I'm doing my best not to kill any glowfish, even if they desperately want me to. They don't deserve my wrath, that's all I'm saying. Although, some of them are going to get killed by accident if they keep running into the line of fire. There's only so much I can do, you know. I try to keep them out of the line of fire, but if they really want to be in it... Alright, there should be some stairs around here somewhere. Legendary clothing makers rarely lair on the surface. That's something we've learned after decades of hunting them. Are madpoles... Do we know that madpoles are really scary? Why am I so scared of madpoles? Was it just like I saw that they were rated as very tough to us or something when we were low level? I'm trying to remember if I've ever actually been attacked by a madpole. A livid creeper. Well, I'm livid just having a look at it. Okay, we got him. Shoot through the tree into the other tree. It's called a trick shot, and it's worth extra points. Get dead. Apparently fairly tough for a plant. Okay, where might be the stairs? Aha! And of course, there's the possibility here. We do have lots of trade value and everything. But there is the possibility here that we could just kill the dude and take all his stuff. Let's not discount that. Let's not dismiss it out of hand. Crab legs? Nope, no crab legs. Gonna blow those things up long before they get near us. And in here, a cracked lens and free silver nugget, which we will use to buy magic gloves, perhaps. Because, like, our gloves are pretty okay. They're not awesome. They could be awesome. What if we got some gloves that had magic properties or something? Okay. I am so tired of the eyeless king crab. I'm just so done with him. Sprint away. Mark and suppress. These ones aren't legendary, at least. I don't actually know how that affects the combat prowess. It's gotta matter somehow, though, right? At the very least, I would expect that this one will have a lot less health, and yeah, that seems to be the case. What's in here? A weird artifact. Okay. How are there still kinds of grenades that we don't have the ability to identify on sight? It's crazy. I'm not even going to bother picking up those legs. You spot a dromad caravan. Hey, that's pretty handy. Hold on, stop rifling. Okay, I'm just gonna disassemble some of your stuff here. The door's closed. There's no way... Oh, there's nothing in that. Well, never mind. Okay, let's have a quick chat with a legendary glover. First of all, your thirst is mine. The Farmers Guild, Cragmensch, and crabs all dislike that. Let me tell you something. There is nothing I could possibly do that would make crabs and Cragmensch like me less than they already do. I'm going to tell you about this other merchant. And then painted scaled quartz fur gloves, huh? Let's have a look at his inventory. Are those cool? What's the deal? What's the deal with those? So resists. Plus 60 reputation with the Flock of the Scourge of Dupad. Reflects 5% damage back at your attackers, rounded up. And, while leading a small army in the gladiators' autarky of Muruk, Surapater assassinated the Sultan of Cud over the rights of crabs. He won and ascended to the throne. And this item is also scaled. So, those are okay. They do have 2 armor. Minus 1 dodge, though. And no native agility. Do you have anything else that's like a little bit more exciting? Feathered Sturdy Crysteel. Cannot break, has good resists. You have some elastine, but they're just totally normal elastine. Oh, you have a salve injector. I'll take that. Let's pay for it in chem cells. I'm gonna keep them. I'll keep the empty metered cells over the full normals, I think. So I really do like the metered ones better. Alright. You give me 8 drams. Okay. There we go. That freed up some weight. And now let's talk to the caravan guy. Plastifer sneakers. A weird artifact. That's interesting. It's probably just a grenade of some kind that we don't recognize yet. While wandering around the Stargazer's aristocracy of Markalep, Ushir IV discovered Old Irkupa. There she befriended unshelled reptiles and fixed a satisfying meal. Interesting. Apparently not new information. One auspicious day... Oh, right, the random babe of crabs. Everybody knows that story. So you have copper nuggets and stuff. Do I have stuff that I want to trade you in exchange for those things? Honestly, yeah, chem cells, right? Let's give you 60-ish drams of chem cells. Oh, no, wait, sorry, you have 7 copper nuggets. This is a... Actually, it's not a compression of value to trade chem cells for copper nuggets, because a chem cell's worth more than a copper nugget and they weigh the same. But I will trade these for a silver nugget. Okay. Yeah, that's worth doing. Yeah, I'll take this grenade too, why not? This is also a compression of value. Alright, what kind of grenade are we looking at? Flashbang Mark 1. Interesting. Apparently never seen one of those before. Okay, well this was fun. Later, y'all. Wait. Door? I mean, closed door, search chest, never mind, nothing in that. Okay. Apparently we have found nothing. Let's go ahead and get back up. And check out the other legendary workshop. I'm expecting the Armorer's Workshop to be a little bit more valuable to us. Wait, this is the Hatter. Have we been here before? I sure did travel to the... Okay, hold on a second. We may have to, This must be something we knew about before, because one of the flyers we got was definitely for an Armorer's Workshop, right? That's an engraved crimson hood. While visiting an obscure scriptorium, Ushir II recorded a chronology that evoked the presence of a potent sword. He named it Sword Sister, despite the fact that nothing about that makes any sense. He did a what now? Also, I've been defoliized. Don't throw defoliant grenades at people. What about my fertility? Don't you even care? No, the answer is no, they don't care. Well, it should be, like, completely trivial for us to just murder 1,000 Naftali with melee combat. I do wish that we had more, area attacks. But it's fine. We'll just hack them down one by one. I'm gonna come over here so that they don't have such clean line of sight on me. I have to actually come over and fight. Okay, anything interesting between the lot of them? No, not really. Man, we're really good at combat now. We've gotten so good at fighting. Leather cap, another crimson hood. Hey, Trash Monk, how you doing? Okay, nothing of interest. No big surprise there. Please don't zap me. It makes me shoot spores uncontrollably in all directions, and nobody enjoys that. That's what I've learned. Okay, both of these chests are empty. This guy's mad because of my spores. Boy, tell me another... Tell me about it. Tell me one I haven't heard. Ow. Wow, that was a really effective shot. Also, there are so many enemies. So we're going to massacre 1,000 Naphtali. We're going to get no XP for any of it. Listen, I don't even want to kill them. They could just stop coming at me. Ow. Hey. You're a real enemy. No fair. Well, real-ish. Can't actually shoot him. There we go. Alright, we're just going to give off a mighty roar here. A goatfolk sower. Also a real enemy. Also not allowed. Doing actual damage to me. Okay, he blew me away. Changed my position quite a bit there. And we've actually taken a fair amount of damage. Now, obviously, I would love to avoid spending resources here. Oh, that's the Prize of Nuptial Cat's Dower story. We know all about that. I don't actually even care about this arrow. All I'm looking for is the stairs, man. Could you guys just tell me where the stairs are? We could all walk out of this alive. Doesn't that sound fun? No, they don't. We know they don't care about this. This dude is such a prolific hatter. He's just leaving hats everywhere. The ground is covered with them. It's like Nikola Tesla's house. Alright, so... Actually running out of spots where the stairs could be. This is a well-hidden lair. Oh no, there's a whole... Never mind that thing I said. There's a whole building over here we haven't even looked in. Aha! Got him. Let's see. Okay, I think we fought through most of the Naphtali at this point. It seems like there's not very many enemies left alive. It's actually fairly dangerous for there to be, like, a good goat folk and a good Sightless Way guy mixed in with that number of Naphtali. That could have been really dangerous if we were lower level. Hello, Shwooramir, the legendary hatter. Turns out I have all this water. Bears liked that, Seekers of the Sightless Way, and the Order of the Husband to Tuvu did not. I have a secret to share with you. And you have at least one weird artifact. Engraved, sturdy, painted, leafy helm. So, base item type quite bad. Ushir II, on an expedition around Hawan, the chariot was driven off the road by the bandits. And then the other Prize of Nuptial Cat's Dower story, we've seen both of those before. This fork-horned helm is also painted. One starry evening, an astrologist found a babe with telescopes on its eyes. Nope, did not happen. Can't possibly be the case. She and her fellow astrologists adopted the babe and named him Ushir III. Oops, I was not done looking at your inventory yet. Sorry. 1,700 trade value. Or we could just ask for it as a gift. I'm inclined to do the other thing. Yeah, minus 148 reputation with the Merchant's Guild? Absolutely fine. Gifts you the weird artifact. What the hell is this that was so valuable? A ganglionic teleprojector. We've seen these before. 2 antennae coil out of the temples. We don't actually know what it does. But it's weird and valuable. Huh. Well, we can experiment and play with it a little bit. Here's all your guards. I'm just gonna disassemble this stuff. I don't really want to carry these weapons around. And I'm assuming that nobody will care that I did that since it let me. Because, right, we've already determined that auto-explore doesn't let you open things that would give you a warning about opening them. I think I'm reasonably sure that's true. Alright, hold on a second. We gotta get out here. I gotta eat something real quick. Can't cook too many hostiles, but too famished to travel. I'm not 100% sure you're right about the hostels thing. How about down here? Can I cook down here? Help if I press the right button. There we go. Cook. Preserve. Whip up a meal. +1 to hit for the rest of the day. Hey, that's a pretty damn good meal. Alright. Hold on. We definitely got the location of a legendary armorer, didn't we? Merchants. Yeah, 27 parasangs east and 3 parasangs south of Kyakukya. That's like way down there, okay. Interesting, it's in the ruins. But these are not the spooky ruins. The purple ones are the spooky ruins. Okay. Well, we can do this. We found a workshop and a slumberling and some ammo just sitting on the ground. Weird. I'll take it. I'm just going to kill the slumberling now. It's going to become a problem if we don't, right? Get suppressed. Just desperately sprinting in place. Some Scooby-Doo shit. Alright. So that leech seems to want some. Also, there's a glow white. There was a glow white. Glow white have anything fun? Nope. Okay, Otto got a lead slug. Can't sneak past the trees. Hopefully... Okay, we found the stairs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop running around so fast. First of all, treasure chest, obviously. Secondly, you missed a bullet. What are you thinking? Alright, let's go meet our legendary armorer. That is a just totally normal hostile guy. Prepare to get suppressed. So this particular merchant has not been doing such a good job keeping their stuff cleared out. What I'm saying is I think they owe me a debt of gratitude now, and that debt can be repaid by making my armor way cooler than it already is. I have some good armor, all I need you to do is magic it up a little bit. Alright, I don't really want to be adjacent to this thing. I would love it if it would come into the doorway. Make my life a lot easier. Didn't mean to close the door. I hit spacebar one too many times there. That's on me. These bronze ingots are not actually awesome trade value per pound, but they're not bad, right? Oh, cracked lens. Hey, free cracked lens. Nobody's gonna miss that. Right, is it the case these are worth like 5 each, I think, and or 50 each, and then they're 5 pounds, so they're about as good as a bronze nugget. It's just like 5 bronze nuggets at the same time, which is fine. You know, you don't get too upset about the. Oh, hold on, stupid shale. Where's that cracked lens? Right here. No, I do not want to. Do still sometimes have trouble interacting with things that are stacked up. That might be an issue of me not being good enough with the controls. Okay, hold on. Just blazing through the chamber real quickly here. Disassemble. I'm not going to bother picking up the rest of these bronze ingots. We're going to try to find the merchant first. So I might be able to make some trades, recover some of my carrying weight, and then worry about it then. That is a hostile thing. It's a drowsing urchin. Also, there's just a low-light laser turret tinker over there. Got him. That was really easy. Shrine to Ushir. Deep in the wilds of Saruk, Ushir stumbled upon a clan of crabs performing a secret ritual. Because of his radiant visage, they accepted him into their fold and taught him their secrets. That whole line, that whole dynasty really has a lot to do with crabs, yeah? It's pretty weird. It's more than anything, that's really what makes them a single line, is that they're all the people who had the real weird crab experiences. So that's a hostile. You guys can deal with that. I'm going to come back up here and get this bent metal sheet that I missed. But these are the caravan guards, right? So these we got to be close to the dude. Or, you know, also, maybe not. Never mind, that's him. He's covered in slime, but that's him. First of all, mysterious strangers, bears, and fish. He does have a painted weird artifact that apparently he would not part with for, like, the world. What is it? What is it, do you think? So, fullerite flake armor. I mean, perhaps unsurprisingly, he doesn't really have a lot of the kinds of stuff that we'd be looking for. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we just kill him? I did the water ritual with him, so that's not ideal. He has a really strong guard, but also I'm really strong. Maybe he's worth murdering? Because whatever that artifact is, it's something really powerful and cool. Alright, I'm gonna violate my water ritual again. I should have looked at his inventory before water ritualing, because I should have... Alright. I feel bad about it. What I'm saying is I feel bad about what I'm about to do. Sorry, dude. So let's suppress your guard. He threw a thing at me. It's a gas. He gassed me. I'm just gonna remark him. And what kind of gas is this? Defoliant. Okay, it's not really that scary. Yeah, so it's going through him pretty quickly. We're not actually getting a good readout of his health, because every bolt is hitting the armorer after it hits this guy. I'm assuming that the armorer himself, yeah, he's not a huge threat to us. I'm just going to keep shooting at the guard through the armorer. I mean, at this point, I'm already a scoundrel, right? Who's going to care if I kill another couple of people that I've ritualed with? Let's throw in high-capacity chem cell. Get suppressed. Okay, so we killed the guy, right? Yeah, 300 XP for killing that dude. And then we also killed this dude. And I know I'm cursed, and everybody hates me. Feels like this could all be in one menu, one window, right? Just here's all the guys your rep changes. Here's a big list of your rep changes. Then again, also, they don't want you doing this, so maybe this is effective as a way of discouraging you from doing this. It's fine. Who needs friends? I'm so incredibly powerful. I need to look at your stuff. A plastifer chem vest? What is it? You may apply injectors for no action cost. Huh. And then there's the other one, right? This is the really valuable one. Flexi-weaved painted plastifer chem vest. So lots of good resistances. The no injection cost thing. Item's dodge value penalty is reduced by 2. Interesting. Late in 3580 BR, after a bout of gout, the Sultan of Qud was assassinated. I know this story. So that's not even worth equipping, right? That's just worse than the thing we're wearing, which is 4-2 instead of 3-1. It does give the extra resists, but yeah, not a... Oh, another thing. Flexi-weaved 3, painted fullerite plate mail. That's a different... okay, hold on. Is there any more? Okay. Early in 4688 BR, after a bout of depression, the Sultan of Qud died under mysterious circumstances. Because of Usha II's reputation for making demands, he was chosen as the successor. Everybody was like, if we don't just give it to him, he's never going to stop talking about it, and I just don't want to deal. So if we equipped this, we would gain 2 armor value and lose 5 dodge. It's probably not worth it. But it is cool. It's a cool piece of armor. I can see why that was so valuable. Do we want any of this stuff? I mean, not really, right? I feel a little bit bad about having committed the murder. Carbide hammer at 8 penetration, 2d3 damage is better than our current hammers, so we should definitely take his carbide hammer. But no, I don't think we want any of this. A lot of people in the world are going to dislike me at this point. I mean, it's fine. I'll just murder everybody, but it's not like a good long-term strategy. So let's remove that. Let's equip this. And then we got to drop 6 pounds worth of something. We could drop 6 pounds worth of something. We could just disassemble 6 energy cells. That's always a possibility. Well, let's start by dropping this Warhammer. I don't need this. And then I'll disassemble 2 energy cells. How about that? The high-capacity ones, again, can stay. Yeah, we'll just do some of the boring ones. Okay. There we go. Now we can leave. And yes, I do see that it's way past the hour. Here's the thing about this game. It's very fun, and it's hard for me to stop playing it. We're going to end this episode in the stilt, because I want to turn in these books. So that we don't have to deal with all of the book weight. Hey, SB, why don't you just stop carrying around so much garbage, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the book weight. Shut up, is why. Hey, I did learn a thing about Reshef. Check it out. 1,000 XP, alright. We're actually pretty close to a level up. These books will probably do it, I would think. There's all kinds of stuff happening down there. That chrome pyramid still makes me a little nervous. Okay, altogether, this is a reasonable amount of XP. Alright, so we got a level up. What level was that? That was level 27. So we have received an attribute point. It is going into intelligence. At level 30, we're going to get intelligence 28 and also strength 25, which is significant. Who knows if the game will even continue running to that point. And what do we want to do with our skill points? I was kind of saving up for the trash thing, hoping that we would accidentally discover the location of the magic hammer. Is there something else that we should take? We don't really need pistol skills. I guess I could learn to dual wield. We don't want to be fighting in melee, but if we're fighting in melee, then if we're fighting in melee with 2 hammers and enemies get up on us, like the 2 hammers giving us the increased chance to proc daze/stun/knockout does seem pretty significant. I'm going to take trash divining. Yeah, give me that. Okay. And then we can learn dual wield next level, maybe. Okay, we have a little bit of carry weight available. We could probably do some trading here in town. We might be able to find some cool new discs or something. We don't really have a big aim. I suppose, you know what? We should probably end the episode. Let's go back to the disc merchant. What is going on here? Why can't I just travel? Here we go. The disc merchant, who we now remember is up here somewhere. It's in the top part, right? Just curious if there are new discs. And then we should end the episode by recoiling back to Gritgate, or walking. Walking is also fine. Do you have anything new and fun? You don't really. A hypertractor. What are you? A rifled prism that refracts and refocuses light to tunnel things toward its wielder. Sophists call it a here ray. That's neat. That's a neat idea. And then he's got 2 data discs for scanning bracelets. This is mostly stuff we don't need. Yeah, pretty much all stuff we don't need. Wait, what's engraved on this tunic? 1 starry evening in Markalep. Oh no, we know about this. Yeah, I don't think I want to pay $857 for a hypertractor. I could definitely see there being uses for that, but not enough uses. Not that many uses. Not $857 worth of uses. So, just out of curiosity, talking to you. Okay, yeah, I mean, no big surprise. You don't have any guns that are cooler than the guns we have. Alright, let's power our Gritgate recoiler and go back to Gritgate and see if Otho has got our thing figured out yet. So, Gritgate recoiler, throw just some cell in there. Yeah, high capacity chem cell, why not? Activate. Okay, you are transported from there to here. Hey, Otho, what's up, my dude? Time to, live and drink, Otho, accept quest? Okay, he just didn't. Did I need to say that before I could? Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm dumb. I thought I was actually waiting, but what I should have been doing was accepting the quest, and okay, my bad. Mithder, I've assessed the losses we suffered in the attack. First and foremost, let us lament the deaths of our friends. Jacobo, Aloysius, Isepa, Dardi, Maffeo, and Sparafusile. The loss to us is incalculable. You calculated it right there. That's where it is. Didn't we see Sparafusile after the fighting? Maybe not. Maybe we saw him between the first bout of fighting and the last bit with the boss. Beyond that, 15 chromelings perished, no books were burned, no bookshelves were destroyed, oh thank God. No crops were ruined, no gadgets shattered, and no pieces of furniture were destroyed. A big chunk of the mainframe is missing, and I know that because I broke it with my own head, but okay, we're going to ignore that part. Thank you for the update, Otho. 10,000 XP, wow. Okay, we completed that quest. Furthermore, I spoke with Barathrum. He praised your handling of the Earl of Omenporch, and he thanks you for the bravery you exhibited in defending Gritgate. The attack today reminds us, for too long have we put our faith in the isolation of our guild and the preoccupations of the Putis Templar. The looming threat of another attack impels Barathrum to accelerate his plans, and with them, your position in our guild. You are raised to disciple, friend. Barathrum wishes to speak with you immediately. Really, Barathrum himself. Take this key and follow the stairs down to his study. Yo, that's very exciting. We're not stopping yet, obviously. Go on down. This is a momentous thing. This is a red letter day here. Oh, check out his sick globe. May I have your globe, please? This is a cool plant. Euclid. Euclid twines lovingly around a witchwood stake. A noggin of its knotted tendrils pursues things that move around the study. Remembering everything it hears, it flicks its leaves against itself to form words and chat with passerby. Okay, let's chat. Also, the library here has a unique song. Man, I like so many parts about this game. The music in this game is also really excellent. Okay. These caves were the last drops of pristine moisture out of the reclaimed. The ferocity of these things, said one madpole, for we are ravenous fiends and oft succumb to fits of maddened fury. No less than 10,000 years the Ice Age. They are your Argent Father. Have you heard the tale of a voracious warrior squatting in the Musa Grove, under the effects of another may produce undesired results? Well, sure, who hasn't? You may examine an artifact for much longer than a man. Wait, is he implying that I'm not a man and the way I do it is slower than the way a man would do it? Or that I examine artifacts for longer than I examine men? Because let me tell you something. Depending on the man, both of those things are false. There are some men that I like to examine very much. Sven Leonard is a continuous substance, without interstices. That it was fired in the home kiln of a wintry knoll, but beneath a cavernous ivory shell large enough to enable the molecules to act now. And so you must propel yourself over to the land called Odrum. Don't tell me where to propel myself to, you procedurally generated plant. He's just repeating snippets of things that he's heard, right? That's the idea. Alright. This is the dude. This is Barathrum the Old. Come closer, nestling. Let me look upon your countenance. You sound thirsty, my dude. So obviously, some villagers and some cats like that. The Putis Templar, not so much. You know, the Putis Templar are not big fans of me in the first place. I have secrets to share with you. I know about Ikarchamor and also Ish-Hosohedron. It sounds like I have a million things that he would like to have. Would you teach me to craft Treadguard? What is that? Treadguards. Okay, I'm interested in that. We'll have a look at it later. It seems very rude to say you are so old here, so we're going to go, what's with the houseplant? That's my dear friend Euclid. He's a prattle plant. He stores every phrase he hears in his Nurut network. Nurut. And he mimics speech by flicking his leaves against one another. What comes out is gibberish as often as not, but even so, he's agreeable company for my nights spent tinkering. He is old, perhaps older than I am, and he hasn't yet run out of things to say. Okay, Otho said you wished to speak with me, and I assume that's very important. That's why I wanted to stop and talk about your plant first. I do. Your service to the guild has been laudable, disciple. You braved the vaporous depths of Bethesda Susa and decoded the signal. You secured the spindle grounds and handled the self-appointed Earl. And perhaps most materially, you defended our enclave from the Putis Templar, although you did kind of a shitty job and almost everyone died, whatever. Since you returned from Bethesda, you've no doubt wondered at the signal's contents. Verily, I hid them to shield you from the weight of the truth. Only Otho, Q-Girl, and I bear that burden, but circumstances have changed. The river of time powers the gear train of our schemes and devices, and it rushes forth. From here, I must share the burden. You must know. Okay, yeah, I'm fascinated. What is it? Where does the signal come from? What does it say? The signal is a beacon of welcoming, and it originates from the top of the spindle. So, okay, what is the spindle exactly? The beacon confirmed my hypothesis. The spindle is an elevator, engineered by the Eaters to convey freight to and from the Vault of Heaven. Oh! You see, Nestling, in the earliest aurora of our past, the Eaters of Earth were joined by a great coven of beings that spanned the firmament. But the Eaters succumbed to some terrible temptation, and an injunction was placed on our world. Since then, the stars were silent to us, and our world was left to molder and decay. But something changed. The signal affirms that an entity roosts atop the spindle and invites us to join it. Dare I say, is the injunction at an end? It's too early to tell, but alas, there could be hope for our world. So we heard a version of this story already, right? For the quarantine to end, for something out in the stars to think our quarantine should end, the thing, and forgive me, I've already forgotten a lot of the details, the thing that was imprisoned here, they would have to believe that the thing that was imprisoned here was dead already, right? Or it could be somebody who wants to free the thing that was imprisoned here. Maybe. This makes me very nervous. I am very concerned about this. I intend to ascend the spindle and answer the call, disciple. Right, that's why we wanted to lease it. Okay. My protege Q-Girl has designed a climber for the ascent. We intended to construct it piecewise at the Enclave and the site itself, but the engineering feat exceeds even our capacity. With time, I am confident we could accomplish it, but the Putis Templar rob us of our patience. We need to act now. And so, as loath as I am to admit it, we need Pax Clank. Sorry, what? Who? Pax Clank is an eccentric mushroom prodigy. All its faults aside, it's a brilliant scientist and engineer, and I have little doubt that it could build the climber faster than we could. Several years have passed since we were last in contact, but it owes us a debt, and we must now collect. Unfortunately, no one knows Pax Clank's whereabouts. Through contacts I made over the years, I inquired as to its location. The most I was able to garner were these enigmatic instructions. Seek the heart of the rainbow, eat the god's flesh, and follow the coral path. Oh, so easy then. Right, anyone could do that. I must ask you to decipher this enigma, find Pax Clank, and convince it to construct the climber. Remind Pax of the debt it owes us. It strikes me as likely for this rainbow to refer to the Rainbow Wood. Oh, I know where that is. Where Clank's kin consort. So I suggest you start there. Okay, I mean, obviously I'm in. As I had hoped, disciple. First, speak with Q-Girl. She'll hand over her design. I await your return. Yeah, man, live and drink. So this is a globe. There's a globe upstairs. Am I a high enough level of coolness within the group to be allowed to just take the globes, do you think? What is that? That's a copy of Crime and Punishment. I'm going to take this. Y'all don't mind if I take this, right? The ink is faded beyond legibility. I had a moment of wondering whether they had just put all of Crime and Punishment in the game. We're cool, right? I didn't make you hostile? No, okay. Friendly. Impossible still. Just absolutely terrifying as a combatant. Thousands of alabaster bristles sprout every which way from the braided frame of the eldest Urshi bin Kud. Leaning on a walking staff with long winding grooves for his serpentine fingers, he stares at nothing with pale red eyes like dying suns. Man, this game's cool. Alright, we should probably stop. I should probably stop. We're 90 minutes into the episode. But, obviously, we're going to talk to Q-Girl. I mean, goes without saying. Hey, Baronthrum asked me to deliver your blueprints to Pax Clank. Here you are, brave friend. Good luck. Okay, no no text or anything there. We hardly get any XP for that. Do you have any fun stuff to trade right now? Well, you certainly have all the stuff I gave you before, so no, her inventory has not refreshed at all. Okay. Cool. This game rules. I'm having a great time. I have to stop. I have to stop myself now or I never will. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, apparently we're venturing into the Rainbow Wood in search of the smartest mushroom in history. Which just sounds like the most Caves of Cud-ass quest I've ever heard of. And we'll see you then.